Come on in, everybody. Get on in here. Yeah, Robert's in the kitchen. What was that song? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Well, Robert's in the kitchen trying to dismantle the bezel that goes around the old microwave. And it is not easy. We've had to take the oven out, and this is a big oven, and I looked at him and I said, "Have you thrown the breaker yet? Because this is a 220 oven." And he said, that might be a good idea. And he's trying to get two little screws out of the bottom of the bezel that goes around the microwave that we just placed in there. At which point, he looks at me, and we both know how to do things. I mean, I've been taking things apart and doing things for a long time, and I thought it would just lift out, and it will. It just takes some finagling. If y'all don't know, our microwave died this morning, and Robert cooks his breakfast. He cooks an egg at like 25 seconds, 35 seconds. I don't know how long he cooks it. I'd never think about cooking an egg. I offered to cook his egg in the skillet, and he said no. But I could have done it just as good. And he looks at me and he said, if you don't want some new words in your vocabulary, you might want to leave. Now, I think of everything like a puzzle. I don't get mad at it, but he gets his language of let's just say getting back at something that died on him, like the microwave. He doesn't like it when things give up the ghost and quit. So when somebody tells you what's going to happen, you got to believe them. You got to believe them because it's going to happen, and I'm not going to want to hear it, and I'm not going to get mad because he warned me. So he said, you just go do what you got to do, and everything will get taken apart. I've lost my makeup. Oh well. Oh well. I thought I put it in here, but I don't. Yeah, here it is. Just put a little. Yeah, we're good to go. Got to powder our nose just a little bit. So he's in, and he can't get the screw out. And I think it needs a whole design change. And before it's over with, I'm sure it will have a whole design change. Because he's not happy. Not happy with it. Anyway, Mr. and Mrs. Mechanic. You don't like it when things break, but they do break. And I think about the future, and he had to take the door off of. He had to take the door off of our broom closet. I don't know why he had to do that, but hey, he's the one that fixed it before, and I just let him have at it. But there's got to be a better way. I think Velcro would work pretty well. 2 side screws in the wall and Velcro at the bottom. That worked for me. Anyway, so when somebody tells you what they're going to do, you can't get upset. You have to know when to walk away. And I'm sorry about the all caps. I didn't know my all caps was on. I'll fix that later. It's always something. It just is. It's how the world works. Yep, it's 4, and then we're coming up on 4:44 in a little over an hour and a half. And I haven't gotten anything done today. I don't have my stuff ready for tomorrow. I've got the morning music. I did find that message I wanted to send you out. Well, we can fix stuff. I used to work in an appliance store, and when I wasn't keeping books, I was cleaning air conditioners. When I wasn't helping a customer, I was fixing vacuum cleaners. I think Robert fell in love with me when I fixed a vacuum cleaner because I had everything, all the screws laid out in a circle, clockwise, starting at 12 o'clock, laying the piles of screws, and then I could work it backwards to put them back in. He's got that going in the kitchen right now. Well, Robert is a fixer. Robert is a builder. Robert is an engineer. Robert is a brilliant mind. And Robert can do anything. Robert can do anything. If I want something made, like I wanted something back around Christmas, or maybe it was January, that I could put my feet on and do this. And he made it for me. It's also has a little step in it where I can stand on it and put my back up against the back of the chair and I'm not squunched over. I've been following the Eclipse news. I've always followed solar stuff. Deborah, where are you in the world that you have no power? Yeah, he builds me things. He fixes me things all the time. If I ask for something, I see a problem and I can explain it to him and he'll build it for me. Like my desk. It needed a drawer in it that I could put my keyboard in. And he built it for me. Deborah say where she Wisconsin, praying that it warms up. We have a backup heating system. We were without our our heating and air conditioning unit all weekend long last weekend. We only had to have one fire. We got a fire laid in the fireplace right now, and we'll probably light it tonight. Deborah, have you called your power company? They usually have a hotline or they have a status online that you can check on. I saw a little short on TikTok the other day or YouTube. I don't look at TikTok; it just gets put on YouTube. It said, "Marry a fix-it man," and she said, "I can fix things. I like to fix things." That's the way Robert and I are. We both like to fix things. In fact, he won't try to fix things for me unless I specifically ask him to. A lady the other day, she went around her house looking at all the things that her husband had done for her. Putting a hook in her bathroom so she could hang her towel outside of the shower because it was a glass shower, and he figured out a way to shape a hook, and he just built it. He put a motion sensor light in her pantry because she got tired of her son, which boys will be boys, uh, going into the pantry and not turning the light out. So now it has a motion sensor. Just brilliant stuff. But you just got to mention it. You can get motion sensor light bulbs. But we have YouTube, and YouTube have so many fix-it things on it. You you can't be afraid. I've been fixing things since I was 10 years old. Oh. See you, Sister Patty. I don't need shades at my house. I don't have anybody that can see in my windows. Patty lives on a little cul-de-sac, as cute as it can be. I don't hear any noise going on in the kitchen. No noise is good. But I bet you he redesigns this thing. I bet he does. Because it's inefficient right now. It shouldn't have to get mad at something. It should just clamp into place. God gets all the glory. And I don't understand. That's the difference between men and women. Robert had a chainsaw one time, and it quit working on him. And he did everything in the world to try to fix it. Everything, rebuilding the carburetor, everything he knew to do to it. And he's a pretty good small engine mechanic. He kept an MG running for a lot of years. And he came in the house and he said, I'm going to be beating the chainsaw against a tree because it has disrespected me. If you hear a noise, I'm okay. I'm just venting. Hey, he was a judge for 20 years. And he got the last few years were tough. And he retired at age 60. And he's been retired 14 years, y'all. And he would decompress on the way home, listening to funny stuff and good music. And just, he decompressed. Sometimes he had an hour and 20-minute drive on a busy interstate. He doesn't have to do that anymore. So God gets all the glory. People are different. But I'm so glad that he warns me. The first time he didn't warn me, and it startled me. And I don't do well being startled. And so he learned that I can pass out if I get startled. I overdose on my own adrenaline. So I come and help when he wants me to help, or I asked him if he needed any. He said, not right now. And then about 5 minutes till 3, he said, I need some help to help pull this oven out. And this is the second one of these microwaves. So we didn't get another one of this brand. It was way too expensive. And I still spent more than I like to spend on a microwave. But we found a Panasonic on Amazon, and it'll be here Saturday. I think we can do without it till Saturday. Yep. Y'all got to read Proverbs. Proverbs really does teach you a whole lot. Well, folks, sorry about this morning show. My internet went out and Robert had to reboot the router in the basement and the Wi-Fi. And then it was fixed. Anyway, folks, y'all be good, kind, and sweet. Yeah, hope we're together 24/7. He didn't get to go up the mountain today. Charles wasn't up to playing chess today. So he's been home. Our refrigerator is still doing well. Our dishwasher bugged out last year. Took us 6 months to get one. So you just got to know when to walk away. Walk into the other room. Let them do their thing. I'm going to put some headphones on and I'm going to finish up my work. God gets all the glory. He does. I saw that video a while ago of the SUV that hit a guardrail. And it was a guardrail over a creek, y'all. I didn't notice that before. And it flipped upside down in the road. And the guardrail came through the driver's side. And this little girl, she had on either a Tennessee or a Texas sweatshirt. And she only had scratches on her hands and feet. No, I don't play chess with Robert. I don't play Scrabble with Robert. Ask me why. He's a crossword puzzle person. He works crosswords puzzles every day. And he especially likes the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday New York Times crossword puzzles. We subscribe to the crossword puzzles and political stuff to the New York Times. And you just don't play Scrabble with him. And I don't play chess with him. I learned how to play chess when I was 10 years old, but I don't have that mental capacity to think that far. I can think things through like baby steps, but I can't think about a battle for the king that way. My daddy taught me how to play chess, taught me how to crochet, and taught me how to make spaghetti. Anyway, folks, you can start the show back at the beginning. I'm just droning on about when two people can fix things in the house. You just need to watch out. Just watch out. Anyway, folks, I'll see you tomorrow morning. It's the weekend. It's going to be a busy weekend. People getting geared up for the eclipse. Now, if you're in the path of totality, it's going to be amazing. If you're not in the path of totality, we're at 80% here of the sun being covered up. That's a lot. Anyway, it's going to be fun. I'll see you later. Just know when to walk away. We were in the path of totality in 2017. That was amazing. It got dark, the crickets started chirping, the birds went to roost. But Reed Timmer is giving us a cloud cover forecast. Oh, we have a new white squirrel, and we've named him. We've got a big white squirrel, and then we have this smaller white squirrel, but he is a fighter. I'm telling you, he chases things off, and we named him Jim yesterday. You don't mess around with Jim. You can tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't, let's see, something about the old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, that's what we've named this little white squirrel. He's cute, and he's so clean. Wow, Nicole, I am so happy you got your power back on. I don't have any tea right now. I miss my microwave. I don't ever heat my tea up in the microwave, but I heat my lunch up. I eat leftovers for lunch around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I didn't have any. I don't, Kenny Rogers, really? Anyway, y'all be good, kind, and sweet. I will see you tomorrow morning. My sister will get her some new blinds or shades. She's having a snowstorm. Oh my. Didn't have any squirrel. Didn't have any white squirrel icons. Okay, we've had Samantha in here with us. She's been good and quiet. Love you all. See you later. I use a lot of peppermint oil. Love my peppermint oil.